What's going on, guys? I'm Brad. This is Despite Fitness. Today is March 11th. April. I'm lying to you. It's April. Wow. Okay, so April 11th. It's a Tuesday. Would normally be a speed bench day. I'm behind the ball. Didn't train yesterday. Just wasn't feeling very good. Just really tired. The sleep's been kind of rough since my shoulder's been kind of agitated. And I've got that strained AC joint. So, and I'm a side sleeper, usually predominantly on my left side. So that's been causing some problems. Anyway, all that aside, training has been a little bit touch and go lately. You know, I found out that I had the hernia. I found out that I had the AC strain. So it's been a little tough. I'm in doing some squat today, trying to do the best I can. I've got, let's see, I've got 505 on the bar right now. Been doing some warm up. Gonna hit this for a single, and I'd like to hit something, maybe this or a little bit more for maybe a triple, maybe a fiver, just to see how things feel. I think it'd be good to be able to move a little bit of weight, and it'd be good to get a little bit of momentum and do something good. But I've been so kind of tiptoey lately with my training that my mental game's a little bit shot right now. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because it's a thing. I go through this. I go through times where I'm feeling unstoppable. And I released a video recently from a while ago talking about how I felt unstoppable, and that was a great session, and I enjoyed that. And now here I am feeling, you know, a little bit hesitant about my training. And so, you know, that pendulum swings both ways, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that openly and mention it and say that stuff that I go through. But I am still trying to get a little bit of something done. So I'm gonna take this 505 for a little feeler squat, and see how it goes, and then I'll make a determination based on how I feel about, you know, what I can or should do. So hopefully you guys will check out the session. It should be just a little bit of squatting, kind of talking about what's going on with me. So this video is a little bit more about the mental game than, you know, what I'm actually up to. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll check in with you as we go. Here we go. All right, so a little bit of an update. Well, training's kind of a crazy thing, and, like, you know, good times, bad times, whatever. It all comes, it all goes. Lately has been a particularly rough time for me. Like, I've not particularly slept well. You know, things have been more stressful, especially with the anxiety over injuries and stuff like that. You know, my hip has been really bothering me for a couple of months now. My shoulder's been really bothering me for a couple of weeks now. You know, and those things are not, they're not without their effect, you know. It really does kind of weigh. And so when I was hitting that set, although it felt good, whether I imagined it or not, I felt a little bit of bitiness in my left quad. And in the abundance of caution at this point, especially because I have a couple of other issues, I don't want to add to it a quad strain or a quad tear, or, you know, or whatever. So I decided to back it off, and I'm just doing that one set. I'm happy with that one set because it represents that I'm still right on par with where I would like to be, or where my plan was for being. So that's good. So at least for me, that's kind of a mental check and a re-azimuth that, like, hey, I'm not super far off my plan, off my trajectory, and where I'd like to be. And I think that's good. I think especially with how things have been, that's a really great place for me to be, to have a little bit of a high note to ride on for a moment, instead of pushing myself, you know, past that high note into a low note and just making things even worse. Because especially from the mental aspect, trying to reconcile something else to try to overcome at this point would be difficult, to say the least. So, you know, I guess if anything, my advice for you is take wins where you can find them. Sometimes it's better to end on a high note than to continue to push. And you're gonna have to weigh that for yourself, right? Not every situation is gonna be the same. You know, and you got to pick and choose. This is just kind of what I'm choosing to do now. A younger version of me, much longer ago, would have told me today that I'm being a sissy and, you know, whatever. And maybe I am, but I'm also a sissy that doesn't want to have to cope with another injury right now. And I know what fighting through injuries is like, and it's just no fun. So I'm riding out on the sunset with a win today, and I'm happy about that. So I hope that serves as some measure of lesson or idea, or just, you know, food for thought for you guys about how maybe you go about doing whatever you do as you're wrestling with your own challenges, whether those are injuries or an abundance of stress, shitty diet, you know, breakup, whatever, right? Like, we all have our challenges, but all that stress accumulates, and it does mean something. So it's important to account for it. So questions, comments, concerns, drop in the chat box below. I'll respond. I want to thank you guys for the support. The channel is bigger today than ever before, and it's because of you and friends that you have and people you know and all that other stuff, right? So if there's anyone that you know who may enjoy the channel or benefit from it, please share it with them. More eyeballs help. I'm gonna put some description or some links in the description box of some stuff that you can check out at your own discretion. There's a Amazon affiliate link, and there's the Train to Spite merch. The affiliate links, if you happen to be in the market for something, no extra cost to you, but you know, you get what you're looking for. And then the merch, that does help the brand quite a lot. So if you're looking at picking up a shirt and repping the brand, I'd definitely appreciate that. And yeah, that's it, guys. Appreciate you. Remember, no matter what it is you think you can do, do a little bit of something, even if you don't feel like it, or you're kind of fighting through some injuries. A little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. And maintaining some momentum is very valuable. But it's never going to happen if you don't get in and try to spite. You're either going to find an excuse, or you're going to find a way. I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.